Hello my loyal Dragonites, and welcome to the Dragon Den. I'm KingofDragons 5000, and today I have another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Jakks specific Super Shadow from the movie Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Absorbing the power of the Master Emerald, Shadow now is in his super form. Shadow is looking pretty good here, however he doesn't come with any accessories, no Master Emerald and no lightning effects. As we have a look at Super Shadow, Jakks Specific has done an amazing job with this version of Shadow. One thing to note is that this is 100% reuse of the original Shadow the Hedgehog sculpt. Unlike with Supersonic, Super Shadow is going to be using the Wave 1 Shadow the Hedgehog head sculpt. It's still a fantastic head sculpt, as Shadow still has his scowl, which looks really good. Just like with the first figure, his eyes are going to be painted with a transparent piece over his eyes. And rather than having black quills, this version of Shadow is going to have platinum quills with a little bit of a pearlized finish. And of course, Super Shadow is still going to have those red parts on the top of his quills. The torso is carryover from that original Shadow figure, which still looks really good, and they did paint the white tuft of fur on his chest. His lighter fur does a really good job capturing all those impressive details that they sculpted in his fur. And just like Wave 2 Shadow, Super Shadow's quills are going to sit more flush on his back. Super Shadow is still going to have those skinny arms with all that impressive fur texture. His glove cuffs will still be textured with the painted inhibitor rings as well. And of course he is wearing white gloves. The fur texture does continue nicely here on Shadow's legs as it goes all the way down to his shoes. And he's still going to have those red markings on either side of his leg. As it's still the same figure, the texturing on his boots is still going to be very impressive all the way down to the bottom of his shoe. Despite being 100% reuse of that original Shadow figure, Super Shadow still looks quite impressive. The paint job on Super Shadow is very clean, and I really like the way the red contrasts his platinum fur. With his paint and details out of the way, let's compare Super Shadow to our usual suspects. Just like with all the other figures, Super Shadow is going to be too tall to be in true scale, but he still looks nice with all the other domestic toy lines. And of course, Super Shadow is going to look quite impressive posed next to the rest of the Sonic cast, especially Super Sonic. Super Shadow will have a ball joint in the head, butterfly joints in his shoulders, his arms hinge out to the side and do a full 360. A swivel in the bicep and a Figma joint in his elbow. He does have a hinge and swivel at his wrist as well as articulated fingers. Super Shadow does have a ball joint in his torso. His legs will kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. A Figma style joint in his knee. He does have a hinge in the ankle and forward facing pin for rocker ankle. I would be lying if I said my favorite part of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 wasn't the combination of seeing Super Sonic and Super Shadow on screen. You knew when Jakks announced Super Sonic, it was just a matter of time until we got Super Shadow. Despite the fact this figure is 100% reuse of the Wave 1 Shadow, it looks quite impressive with the amount of detail and this new paint job. I'm very happy that Jakks actually took the time to make Shadow's fur a different shade of gold from Sonic's. It would have been nice if Jakks gave Shadow a little bit of a smirk with this head sculpt, but I'm still very happy with what they did. Super Shadow actually looks the part, and I am happy that the joint tolerance on him is perfect, as I don't have any quality control on mine. At the time I'm making this video, the single carded version of Super Shadow is still kind of hard to come by, as I've only ever seen one on the shelves. He is going for about $30 online, so if you see him in stores, definitely don't pass him up, especially if you've been collecting the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 line. Super Shadow is a must-have for any Sonic the Hedgehog collector, and he looks amazing posed next to Super Sonic. Whether you're a fan of the movie or a fan of the game, you're gonna want to have Super Shadow in your collection. And I want to thank you for watching another video here on the Dragon Den, but before you go, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other action figure and Sonic videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.